Hello, my name is Joseph Alai. Welcome to my channel. And today I'd like to talk about my favorite manifesting technique. So over the years, studying all the people that I've studied and putting all of these things to the test, I've tried just about every technique that you can possibly imagine. What I want to make very clear though is it's not the technique itself that does the trick, it is what the technique does. So I want to start off by saying that because some people look for the magic technique that's going to get them the thing that they want. But really what it comes down to is your ability to impress upon the subconscious mind. So just to be very clear, in order to manifest, the process of it is with your conscious mind impressing upon the subconscious mind, period. If you can do that, then you will manifest. There's nothing else to it. It's very, very simple. And basically, people complicate it all the time. I complicated it. I thought I had to do something special or be someone special in order to manifest, but it's just not the case. So in order to manifest, like I said, we must impress upon the subconscious mind so that we can express it in this world. So in order to impress upon the subconscious mind, we must allow something into our consciousness. And when we allow it into our consciousness, we can then impress it on the subconscious mind. So generally what's happening, not generally, specifically what's happening, is we are manifesting everything that we see, hear, feel, and react to. That's on a regular basis. Before we were consciously manifesting, we were still always manifesting, literally always manifesting every moment of the day, just inadvertently. But what it takes to manifest is to replace the physical world around us with the imaginal world in our mind. That's the simplicity of it. That's how easy it is. We just replace what we see with what we want to see, with what we want to experience. And we act as if it's in first person point of view, a replacement of our reality with a imaginal reality. And we will then, if we do that successfully, if we replace this current reality with our imaginal reality to the best of our ability, including senses and feelings and thoughts, then we will manifest it, guaranteed. So my favorite technique that I use on a regular basis more than anything else is a phone call. So in order to manifest, we have to imagine a scene that we would experience if we were now acquiring the thing that we want. If I currently was the person that I desired to be. If I felt like I would feel, if I was acting how I would act, if I was in the scene itself, that's what it takes to manifest the thing that we want. So one of the tricky parts to manifesting is the question that says, what would it feel like now if you were that person? What would it feel like now if you were that person? So a lot of things we can easily figure out the answer to this. If I received a free cup of coffee, no big deal, no issue. I would know exactly how that would feel. If many other things, it's very simple to imagine that. But what about the bigger things? What about imagining that you've earned or won a substantial amount of money? Or what if you wanted to imagine you were on a vacation that you had never been to before? So if you don't know how it would feel to be that person, like mega wealthy, like what if you're poor? How the heck are you supposed to know how it feels to feel mega wealthy? I would not know. To have $1 billion, no idea. So there's a way to easily supersede that, and this is kind of like a trick to manifesting, even though I don't really like that word, because we're not tricking the subconscious, we're just acting as if the thing has already happened. But so in order to, those things that we don't know how it feels, the easy way to feel like it's real is to construct a phone call. Because if I'm having a phone call with a trusted friend or family member or loved one, I don't have to feel how it feels to be rich. I just have to feel like how it would feel to be on the phone. It's as simple as that. So I'll give you an example. If you want to come into a large sum of money, or any sum of money, or anything at all that you want, but you can't pinpoint the feeling of the wish fulfilled, then you would construct a phone call. So I'll just choose, for instance, my brother, James. If I wanted to come into, say, $100,000, I'll walk you through the exact process that I would use to obtain that money through manifestation. So first of all, I would define exactly what I wanted. So say I wanted $100,000 and I wanted it easily and effortlessly. I've defined the thing that I want. That's very critical here. The next thing I would do is I would outline a scene that implies that I am in possession of $100,000 and that it came to me easily and effortlessly. So now what we're going to do is, generally what we could do is create a scene where we're excited and that we are holding a stack of money in our hand. But sometimes we won't know how it will truly feel to have this money, or to win this money, or to receive this money, right? So what we will do now is construct a phone call between me and my brother, or you and whomever, regarding having received that money. So what I would do is, on a piece of paper, I would write out, so I would start it mid-phone call already. The shorter the scene, the better, because when we bring it into our imagination, we want to be able to remember what it is that we'll see, hear, feel, do, who we're talking to, all those details. And so the shorter we can make the scene, the better. So generally what I will do is I will start the phone call with the person whom I trust speaking first. So I would write down, first of all, James says, Joe, isn't that awesome that you have came into $100,000, that you have received $100,000? I'd probably say received, because that's explicitly obvious and clear, right? So I would probably write, Joe, isn't that awesome that you received $100,000? And I would write down and say, yes, I'm so grateful to have received $100,000 easily and effortlessly. And then I would have him one more time say something to affirm the whole thing again, and say something like, I know, $100,000, that's awesome, and I can't believe that you received it easily and effortlessly like you did. So I would make it very short, very concise, very to the point, and then I would write down probably something along the lines of, I have the phone in my hand. I would write what type of phone I have. So I would write an iPhone in my hand, the phone up to my ear. I'm in my house, and I'm sitting down in my chair, and I'm staring at my whiteboard, right? So all those little details I would add to this piece of paper that I was outlining my scene in. And then after I did that, what I would do is shut off the senses. So I would sit down, relax, breathe for a bit, try to stabilize my thinking so it's not all over the place, try to bring it back to just to the present moment, so that I can then enter into the scene and replace this reality with the imaginal reality completely. And once I have relaxed, that's exactly what I'll do, is I'll populate the scene in my mind. I will have the phone up to my ear already, and I'll know how it feels. That, like, we want to pay attention to these details, how it feels, and then start playing the scene as I'm looking at my whiteboard in my house and hearing him say that to me. Joe, isn't that amazing that you received $100,000? And then me saying, I know, it's amazing I received $100,000 so easily and effortlessly. And then him saying again, I know, that's so amazing, and I can't believe how easily and effortlessly it went. And I would just replay that scene over and over. And anytime my mind would wander off, if it did, then I'll just bring it back. And so the trick is, we don't judge ourselves when our mind wanders, we just simply bring it back. Because the judge is to kind of create another seed. So what we want to do, like I said, is just stay focused in that present moment and bring that scene into our imagination. So the truth is that we are present in our current reality, and then we become present in the imaginal reality. So if you're not present in physical reality, I would not recommend jumping right into the scene, because your mind is going to wander all over the place. So instead, take the time to actually relax enough to become present fully, and then take the time to populate the scene clear enough so that it emulates reality. And while on this call, I would repeat that back continuously, over and over, adding tones of reality to it, making it as real as I possibly can. What would I see? What would I be wearing? How would the phone feel? And here's the key though with this, is that I don't actually have to have the feeling of having received $100,000, because here's the thing: when I'm on the phone with my brother, the thing that I'll be thinking about, more or less, is about the phone. I have to be present there, acting as if I'm actually on the phone. And the specificity of the words spoken will verify and clarify to the subconscious mind the means of the conversation. And that enough will manifest it in physical reality. I use this on everything, especially when I don't have that much time. So if I'm somewhere, I'm I don't know, work or anything like that, anywhere where I'm public place or something, I can just close my eyes for a minute and do this. And so remember, the point here, and this works all the time, and it kind of supersedes the need, or it supplants the need for having to know how it feels to be holding 100,000 or to have just won 100,000. So instead, all I need to know is how it feels to speak on the phone to my brother, because then a bridge of incidents will unfold and lead me to have that conversation. And for that conversation to have take place, then all of those events would have to take place as well, such as receiving $100,000. So anyway, I hope this was clear. I hope this helps you a lot. Please definitely tell me your success stories. But if you like this video, please scroll down, subscribe, hit the bell icon, go to the website sovereignmind.com, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.